Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 22 of the Local to Global series here with the Canadian Wrestling Coalition. Now, of course, things have been going really well for the series so far. If we have a look at the size here, we're up to 49 popularity there in Ontario, and of course, we only need 59 to go up to medium, and then we've also got 26 popularity in Quebec and Manitoba as well. So, things are going really well. We're 9 points away from the popularity we need in the sort of minor region. And like I said, we're only 10 points away from going up to medium. And we're gaining, a decent amount of popularity per month as well. I think we're actually gaining about 3 points per month at a minimum. And that's pretty, seems pretty ridiculous, I would say. It's obviously very good because the progress is, it's still progressing at a fairly fast rate, which I didn't really expect. But I've got some interesting plans for this episode. We're going to potentially start a new storyline. We've got a pay rise request here from Bowden Snoop. We'll give him what he wants. I don't really care. I mean, the whole financial situation, it's really good at the moment. We made nearly 122,000 just under the last month. So I'm kind of expecting this month to be, I would say, equally as good. Would probably be the best way to put it. Now, so new storyline we're going to run with. It's going to be an interesting one because it's going to essentially use our stable, Brothers for Life, and we're going to actually have them target somebody. And we're going to try and book that way. They're going to be like targeting one member of the roster. And I think the way we're going to try and book that, so for the pay-per-view at the end of the month, what we're going to try and do is have obviously a tag team title match with Los Hermanos 3, the current champions, and obviously they're going to be facing a member of our roster, which we'll spoil in this first show that we book, but, well, it's not going to be spoiled, it's going to be revealed. It's probably the best way of saying it. So he's going to be revealed, and he's going to need to eventually find a tag team partner that is going to be able to basically assist him, and they'll get a chance at those tag team titles towards the end of the episode. And hopefully that'll actually continue on maybe to the start of the next month, if not the next episode as well, depending on how long this one goes for. But either way, I think it's going to be an interesting storyline. It's something just for us to have a bit of focus on. Obviously, there's been a lot of focus onto Davis Wayne Newton, and of course, Aussie Goldstein's now our number one contender as well. But anyway, let's get that onto Wrestle World. Backstage incident here. I've got wrestlers caught for the referee. And he's got a small positive impact there. James Diaz doing wrestlers court at the age of 20 years old. Very, very interesting. Anyway, I guess we'll go for Americana and Leocadie LeBlanc. And my meddling's backfired. Perfect. They now have a strong dislike for each other. That's not great. Anyway, where are we? We're in Hamilton. We may as well stay in Hamilton, to be fair. That's perfectly fine. Unfortunately, the wrestling industry there is still falling, so doesn't seem to actually be a problem at the moment, but it very well could be in the near future. Anyway, as far as our main event, let's go a tag team match. And I want to have Davis Wayne Newton, and he's going to partner up with somebody to actually take on Goldstein. I think you might actually... Let's have him go with Diaz. That's kind of an interesting... who was the other member? I think it was Gonzalez, but we're going to use Gonzalez for something else in this match. On this show, sorry. And yeah, we're going to use somebody else for the match as well. Now, was Americana injured on the last episode? I think... I can't remember, but we won't use him anyway. I guess the next thing for me to do is to essentially look where we could maybe go for Stan Manor in this match, but it doesn't really work very well, does it? I think Zippy Deverell, yeah, he's got 40 popularity there. A lot of people are starting to really get up there and improve. I think we'll go with Malik Chamberlain. Unfortunately, it's going to be another loss for Malik here. He's actually not hot at the moment. But what we'll do, actually, I think we'll have... Let's go Diaz. And I would like to make the loser Malik. I do want to start giving him some wins soon, because he's not hot at the moment. And I feel like it's kind of unfortunate, because he could be a big star. His basics are 94, as you can see there. So he really could be a big star for us. Anyway. He's also unhappy. This is the problem with him. I'm having big problems with him losing matches. Now, Diaz is so much more popular in Ontario than Malik, so it's a problem. I'm pretty sure, like, Aussie Goldstein might not even complain about losing. Yeah, so there we go. He was going to complain, but the intimidation of Diaz, just a little bit too much. But that just goes to show the difference between Goldstein, who is an actual star, and then Malik Chamberlain, who is a possible future star. He's not even, yeah, I don't know. He's not even that popular at the moment, so it's a very strange thing. Anyway, the one thing I do want to check, let's go back here for a second. Yeah, so Americana is injured. Okay. So Americana was actually going to be the person that I was going to use. And I've basically put all of my my thought process into Americana being the person that Brothers for Life were going to attack, and the whole storyline was going to be based around them. Now, we could throw somebody else into that position. Just kind of looking through the roster here, and no one's really standing out to me, apart from Asono. And obviously, I've told a few people in the comments that I'm trying to hold off on pushing Asono, purely for the fact that I would really, really like to try and keep him. I wonder if we can actually... I wonder if we could offer an exclusive written contract yet. We might be able to. Not that I'm going to, but I just want to suss it out and have a look. It's more just a test. Yeah, so he'd want about 15,000 per month for a 10-year contract, which we obviously can't be paying 15,000 per month just for one person. But in the future, we will obviously be trying to do that. We want to try and get, all of our young stars onto those types of contracts. But I guess for the purpose, we may as well just use him, and he can be involved in this this storyline. So what we're going to do, we're going to have him take on Pepper Pelton, just a singles match. And obviously, Asono's going to get the victory. It goes without saying. It's not going to be losing to Pepper. There's that. But actually, during the match, we're going to want a distraction onto Asono. And I think Ray can be the distractor in this I guess in this scenario. We're going to probably have an angle after it as well. So I don't think I actually want it to be before the main event. So let's grab another singles match. Let's go for Art Reed. And he can take on... We might need to get a few more members on our roster as well. Because we are doing an extra match per show now as well. Anyway, he can take on Cortland Bartlett. We'll give Art Reed, the veteran, the victory there. So that can be before the main event, I guess. Just to, calm the crowd a little bit. Let's go another tag team match, and let's go for Feel Good Inc. and Doomsday Generation. Just give a nice little victory there to Feel Good Inc. They've taken a lot of L's recently, so yeah, we just want to build them back up a little bit. And obviously, Doomsday Generation, we need Original Sinner to finally debut his new gimmick as well. And I guess our last match is going to be... Let's go Bowden Snoop. I kind of want to give him a victory. He can take on Robin Newman. The two jobbers can take on each other. And we'll give Bowden the victory. He's obviously a lot more impressive than Robin. Alright, so the tag match here can be our storytelling. And now we can book our angles as well. So I think for the main event, let's just go for Davis and James Diaz. I think we'll script it as well, because I remember Davis was not... He was not doing too well with these unscripted promos. Alright, so there's title challenges. Main event angle there. Okay, so for the other angle, now this is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. We're essentially going to have Yuta Osono. He's going to be rated on selling. And then we're literally going to have Ray Cavallero and what's his boy's name? It is Luis Frost. They're both going to come out and attack him after his match. I guess let's put Gabriella in here as well. And she's going to be the catalyst for this this storyline. She's going to be I guess the mastermind is probably the best way of putting it. And we can actually add in Yuta Osono to the storyline here as well, which is establishing brothers for life. He's currently in the other storyline. Where is he? There he is. Alright, so Yuta Osono in there. Perfect. He will have, like I said, he'll eventually be getting a tag team partner as well. We might actually look for another Japanese worker to bring in. I wouldn't be against doing that either. There are a few Japanese workers that can already work in Canada and the US, so we might go with one of those, or we could actually scout Japan properly and potentially ask a worker to come and work for us in Canada. Let's also make this opening match our work the crowd between the jobbers. I feel like that's pretty beneficial as well. And then I guess our final angle, we'll just go with Gary Walker and our boy Zippy Deverell, who is surprisingly doing really well. So full credit to Zippy. Where are we? Number 3. There we go. Oop, too much. I guess let's move this match up as well. We're gonna have the 2 tag matches at the end of the show. Alright, that actually looks pretty good. Kind of doing exactly what I want to do. Apart from the fact that I wanted it to be Americana instead of Osono, but you know, there's nothing we can do. He's got an injury. I know he's working through it, but actually, Americana could be his tag team partner, now that I think about it. Anyway, let's run the show. We start off with a 35 rating, where we have Bowden Snoop defeating Robin Newman in 12:03 by pinfall with a Snoop Dogg 35 in-ring performance there from Bowden. That's not too bad. We then go into a 42 rated match, which is pretty good, I would say. It's definitely pretty good for Pepper Pelton, but obviously getting carried. And we have Yuta Osono defeating Pepper Pelton in 11:47 by pinfall with an Osono face melter. And during the match, we also had Ray Cavallero distract Osono. So they're down at ringside, or Ray is down at ringside. And obviously Osono, he doesn't really have any idea why Ray's actually out there distracting him. And then, of course, we have a 39 rated angle where we have Yuta Osono basically being distracted by Rey Cavallero, and then Luis Frost comes in from behind, takes him down, and then, of course, the two Brothers for Life members are attacking him, and then, of course, Gabriela Ortega at the top of the entrance ramp, and she says that Osono is going to become the first victim of Brothers for Life, and the CWC, the Coalition, needs to take notice because our boys, while they're already the tag team champions, they want to dominate. They want to dominate, and of course, Gonzalez wants to become the world champion. It's a pretty good start to the storyline, though. I'm kind of liking that. Anyway, we then go into a 33 rated match where we have the veteran Art Reed defeating Cortland Bartlett in 11:41 by submission with a dreadlock. Yeah, it's more just a match to try and get our younger guys over, especially in the ring. We then go into a 60 rated angle. Of course, very good from Feel Good Inc. here. Our boys, Gary Walker and, of course, Zippy. Like I said, they've both been really impressive, especially Zippy. And, of course, they've taken some losses recently in the tag division. So we'll give them a little bit of momentum back. We get a 46 rated match here. We have Feel Good Inc. defeating Doomsday Generation in 12:29 when Gary Walker pinned Original Sinner with a lip service. And yeah, Gary was head and shoulders above everybody else. And of course, Sinner being the weak link. And of course, he was also really off his game. So, pretty much same old Sinner, really. Anyway, give him his new gimmick. And of course, he's going into a Evil Underworld gimmick. Okay. That's pretty good. Initial rating of very good for Sinner. So that's actually going to help him. Hopefully it's going to help his in-ring performances and stuff. And it also gives a small boost to star quality during matches and angles. So that's also kind of perfect. I'm really happy we gave him a new gimmick. He obviously needed it, but that's better than I thought it would go. For sure. Anyway, moving on to a 76 rated angle. And of course, they were both scripted in this one as well. Just goes to show how, how over they're both getting. Because I have to throw Diaz. He's got 51 popularity now. I kind of have to throw him in that same boat. I'm also getting a little bit worried that we might have pushed him a little bit too quick as well. Just with all those medium-sized companies, there's a big risk that we could lose him. So that would be absolutely horrible because I'm kind of putting a lot of our eggs into his basket, say. And, we needed to push him anyway because we needed another sort of bigger star to stand out after losing Americana. And he's doing well. He really is doing well. And our main event gets a 72 rating. And we have Davis Wayne Newton and James Diaz defeating Aussie Goldstein and Malik Chamberlain in 2016 when James Diaz pinned Aussie Goldstein with an Asian thumb spike. But yeah, Diaz was off his game. And of course, we have Deanna Desire doing some good work at ringside. But yeah, that's a good match. Very good match. 73 there for Aussie and a 76 there for Davis as well. And our overall show rating getting us a 65 there. Actually, I think we got a 66 rated show. I'm pretty sure we did. Anyway. I really don't know who actually has any morale issues at the moment, so I probably should have paid a little bit of attention to that. What I will do is we're going to praise Goldstein. Who else? Let's go, I think Bowden and Snoop had morale issues as well. And let's go for Pepper, because I think Pepper might have had some. Purely for the fact that we don't use him very often anymore, so. Well, did we ever really start using him? That's kind of the question. I don't think we ever really used him, at least on a consistent basis anyway. Alright. There's our first show done and dusted. And we get over 100,000 viewers for Coalition Wrestling. That's really good. Very surprising, actually, that we broke 100K. And the finances are looking really good. We've already made $91,000. And we've only run our 2 shows. Now, I think there probably are a lot more not really. Not really. I don't know. I mean, we're going to obviously pay a lot of tax as well with the profit, but I mean, we're probably going to make about 100 and I would say more than 150, maybe 170. Maybe 170 grand, I would say. Maybe a little bit less, but I'm going to be optimistic about it. Anyway, let's have a look at size, and we are indeed, we gained a point in every region. So 50 now in Ontario, 9 points away. 9 points. We're so close. And we're up to 27 in Quebec and Manitoba as well. So they're down to 8. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, let's start advancing again. Will Beaumont, good to see him pop up. He's going to be a big signing for us once we get up to medium. As long as he doesn't have an exclusive written deal for Raw over in Australia. If he's still on a handshake deal, which I really hope he is, he's going to come in. He's already got 70 psychology there as well, which I think is usually a big problem for him. So that's a decent head start. And he's going to come in. He's Australian, probably my favourite C-verse worker on 2020, along with guys like Diaz and Osono. And he's going to come in and basically be our Hulk Hogan. He's going to be the figurehead. He's basically going to be essentially a mega champion, I would say. We're really going to push him to the moon, as I think we should. We're going to get him on a 10-year exclusive written contract if we can. And yeah, he's going to do some pretty big things, I would say, especially in regards to this series. Anyway, we got a pay rise request from Zippy, but good to see he only wants up to 100, so we're pretty happy to pay that at this point as well. The morale issues are actually looking pretty good. We've only got 2 minor morale issues, and I mean, Zelquin's kind of a guy I could probably get rid of, to be honest. We brought him in, but I haven't really done anything with him. He's very good. He's really got the basics, but just doesn't really have the star quality or anything else. Kind of like a mid-carder, if that, to be honest. I mean, he has popularity, so yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at a few other people we might want to bring in. I said that I might want to get in a partner potentially for a Sono, but let's just have a quick look through. Nothing too serious. Who have we got here? We got Akinori Wakwami, who looks very solid. Very solid. He's also a heel as well. So if we kept him around to be a Sono's partner, that could be pretty interesting, man. So he's going to be cheap as well because he has no popularity in Canada. Wakwami, Akinori. I kind of like him. I'm not gonna lie. He left Pride Glory. I think I'm gonna go for him. He's literally only gonna be 40 per week. Let's just get it. Well, he might actually be cheaper. We'll try 20, and then we'll go A shows. Okay, I guess he wants 30. Yeah, okay, so he's on 30. I mean, he is 40 years old, but that's fine. I mean, he's in a similar scenario to Americana. I'm just wondering, is there anyone else? Obviously, there's going to be maybe a few more new generated workers. Looks like we've got a former MMA star here. Scumbag as well. Yeah, don't think so. Angry Gilmore. Ooh, Angry Gilmore. Been released by SWF. Ooh, that's really interesting. I'm surprised CWA didn't go in for him. I know he's old, And looks like he's lost a lot of popularity, but let me have a look at his popularity. Let's track the progress. I mean, he was at 70. And he's fallen down to 64. It's only what, 6 points down. I mean, I would like to bring him in. How much? It's going to be expensive. 1,300 is really not that bad. And I mean, he is super talented. Kind of want to go for him. I know he's going to be penalized because of his age in the ring, but I mean, he is. I mean, yeah, let's just get him. I mean, let's do it. We've got the money, so let's try 1,000 because we'll be able to get him down a little bit because I think we'll go events and A shows, and then I guess we'll do maybe to pass the torch. That might make it more expensive though. See, now he only wants 1,180. Let's have a look at to pass the torch. Yeah, so if I did to pass the torch, it would actually want more money. So instead of actually putting that intention in his contract, we'll just make it a normal contract, but then I'll just use him in that regard. It's just going to be a little bit harder for other people to go over him. But I think primarily for the start of his contract anyway, I don't think we're going to have people going over him that often anyway, because he is going to be is definitely going to be our biggest star. He's going to be up there with Davis. But yeah, Angry Gilmore. Didn't really expect to be signing him right now. Let me just say that. But it's a very, very solid signing. And I kind of feel like we're already good now for workers, just with those two. I don't think we really need anyone else. I mean, Ash Campbell, I would definitely sign him if we were medium size. Who else? Yeah, I was going to say that guy kind of looks good, but he kind of doesn't as well at the same time. Who's this? Blue Dragon. He actually looks pretty impressive. Very much a high flyer with some decent, technical ability as well. I kind of like him. I really like that mask. That's a very nice looking mask indeed. And of course, we only have Americana in the company that actually wears a mask these days. And this guy could maybe be a tag team partner for Americana. Of course, Americana's pretty old. Oh, we definitely did pay his travel cover. But yeah, there we go. I think that'll do us. So Blue Dragon's going to be coming in as well. I mean, I guess we could maybe have a little look through. Brimstone would be... Yeah, he's pretty bad, actually. Ooh, Bulldozer Brandon Smith. His contract's running out. He's also 39. That seems so strange for him to be that old. But I guess, we've been playing for nearly 3 years in game time. I mean, he would be another really good option, but he is, kind of getting past it as well. This guy is a rich money regenerated worker. Could be pretty interesting, him as well. And we could always bring Captain Canada back in, who now has 87 basics. Gone up 12 points in 1 year. Ridiculous. Is he on the shortlist? Let's put him on the shortlist. We'll probably bring him in. Of course, he is essentially an original for the company, so. Who's this guy? CJ Flanders, who has the Clark Alexander picture there. 95 menace on him. I wouldn't say Clark Alexander is very menacing, but each their own. Really good basics on this worker. I mean, Commander Kawagishi. I think Exodus are a medium-sized company, so... I mean, he's already loyal to them, so I don't think it would be that big of an issue, him working for other companies, because he's always going to work for EX 2010. Yeah, interesting. I mean, he'd be a decent option to bring in as well. Had Connor Threepwood recommended quite a bit, but yeah, just not a big fan of him, to be honest. Anyway, I think, like I said, I think that'll do. I don't really want to waste too much time looking through workers. We're already signing Angry Gilmore, so let's just leave it at that. And of course, we've got another more experienced Japanese worker. I mean, realistically, hopefully, they might pick up some proteges. That'd be decent, but I'm not 100% sure what their actual personalities were. And of course, the personality traits is a big indicator in people that are going to be passing on their mentorship onto proteges. Anyway, Angry Gilmore is going to come in and yeah, it's going to be an interesting signing to say the least, because I'm sure he's probably not going to want to lose to anybody at all. And I mean, Davis is probably included in that as well. I would like to put the title onto Angry Gilmore as well. I feel like he'd be a pretty incredible world champion. I'm looking forward to it. Great signing, like I said. Really good signing. And it's kind of a rare thing for us to be signing, you know, an SWF worker that is still of really, really high quality. I mean, the guy's basics is 100 with like 92 psychology, so that's pretty incredible, with like 64 popularity across Canada as well. And here we go. Angry Gilmore, welcome to the Coalition. And we're just under $500,000 in the bank there as well. Very decent. Let's go into WrestleWorld again. And this is for True Test. Have we done one show or two shows this episode? Anyway, doesn't matter. Hamilton, once again, we're expecting nearly 3,200. We're expecting nearly a 500 person increase in attendance. That is mental. Absolutely mental. Anyway, let's have the debut. Let's just go straight in hard. Angry Gilmore in the main event. And I don't know who he's going to take on. Maybe Diaz. That is a good match. I like that. What's his stamina? I probably should have checked that as well. Ooh, 62. And it's falling as well. That could be a bit of an issue. That could be. Anyway. The veteran, the wily veteran, coming in to take on the hottest young prospect in the company, in James Diaz. Like I said, it's going to be very interesting. Good to see we didn't get an actual warning there for Gilmore's stamina. Anyway, let's go for Young and Wasted, and let's go for Los Hermanos 2. This is going to be a 12-minute match, and we're going to give the victory to Young and Wasted. But again, this is going to continue that whole storyline. Actually, I think I want to make the loser... we'll make the loser Luis. And what I would like to do is have a distraction, preferably a distraction finish. Let's go for Luis, and then let's go for Uterus Sono. Hopefully that'll work and be booked properly. Sometimes it doesn't work. I think I might actually have to do the proper note as well. Let's see if the exact finish works. I mean, in theory, it should just work like that. Kind of defeats the purpose. Next match, let's go for... I mean, who didn't we use? We didn't use Zelquin, so we can put Zelquin in a match. And I guess he can take on the debuting Blue Dragon. Why not? Let's make another debut on the show. And of course, Zelquin does have really good basics, so hopefully he'll pass off a little bit onto Blue Dragon. I would really love Americana to take Blue Dragon under his wing as a protege. That would be like the perfect mentor for Blue Dragon. Next match, let's go another tag. And let's go for the Rock City Stars and Collateral Damage. Again, we didn't really use these guys in the last show either. I think we'll give Ryan... I think Ryan has morale issues again. So yeah, we'll go with him. And get the victory there. And then our final match, let's go with Chamberlain. We'll give Chamberlain a victory. He's got cooled momentum. Save that debut for the next show. But let's go for Charlie Corner. Yeah. Charlie hasn't been on a show in a little while as well. And Malik will pick up the victory here as well. Open. We might actually... Let's make a little bit of a storyline with Malik as well. So he's lost a lot recently. But let's basically have him win with an interference by Deanna Desire. So like he's obviously winning his matches with his finisher, but the basically his opponents are going to be attacked, or somehow they're going to be attacked, whether like it's Deanna Desire, you know, grabbing their feet under the ropes or whatever, and causing a distraction that way, or grabbing the ropes if they're running off the ropes as well. Something like that, and then obviously Chamberlain hitting his finisher, getting the pinfall as well. So what we'll do, we'll go for Deanna and Malik to open the show. I think we will script her. Actually, let's not script her. Go Robinson to begin us. We'll go storytelling for this match here, which is fine, perfect. Obviously we have to give an angle to Gilmore. This could be our best ever angle. I think that's a possibility. So that'll go before the main event, with Gilmore finally making his debut back in Canada. He's Canadian, correct? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, who else? Maybe... Let's go for Asono. And Asono's going to come out and challenge Louise Frost to a match as well. And I think we'll go Menace there for Frost, because he's going to be pissed off. I kind of want that to come after their match. So what we might do is move that up there. And then have that go after their match. And I guess let's have Gabriella. And I think, hopefully, if we can do it, she'll just cut an angle for Louise Frost and Ray Cavallero. And that can advance their storyline as well. I'm going to need Art Reed running out of Road Agency here as well. So that can go before their match. And I think that's a pretty good show, actually. We're literally 2 minutes away from reaching our limit, so perfect. That looks like a really good show. These shows are starting to actually, you know, feel like proper booking, as opposed to the sort of stringent financial booking I was doing before. You know, I was trying to throw in a little bit of story as well, but these ones feel a lot more story-based, especially with the whole Chamberlain, you know, recent loss, and now he's obviously getting his manager to be the deciding factor. And then of course we've got the Brothers for Life storyline, and then of course I guess in the main event there's a bit of a story there as well with like I said, the veteran Angry Gilmore coming from SWF to challenge the youngest up and comer in Canada at the moment. Pretty good. Anyway, let's run the show. Start off with a 50 rated angle from Deanna Desire. It's actually really impressive. I didn't really expect it to be that good. But yeah, she cuts a pretty amazing promo there for her client, Malik Chamberlain. And yeah, she's pretty much getting him over at this point. The match is really good as well. We get a 56 in-ring performance, 56 rated match with a 57 in-ring performance there from Chamberlain. And he defeats Charlie Corner in 12-11 by pinfall with a gourd buster. And then, of course, during the match, we also had Deanna Desire run in and attack Corner. I guess maybe distractions would probably be better, a better way of booking the matches for a manager to be involved. Anyway, it works. We then go straight into a 50 rated tag team match where we have the Rock City Stars defeating Collateral Damage in 11:41, where Rock and Ryan Turner pin Chip Martin with a 6-string shooter. That's a really good match as well, considering LeBlanc is in it, but yeah, there we go. We then go into a 42 rated angle, so they're getting better. Gabriella's starting, maybe she's gaining a bit of popularity. But yeah, 42 for her promo with Brothers for Life 2? Yeah, 2, I think. Anyway, Ray Cavallero, Luis Frost, there we go. Leading into their match, which also gets a 52 rating. So these are looking pretty good. This show overall is looking very, very solid. And we have Young and Wasted defeating Los Hermanos 2 in 12:21. When Brett Kyle pinned Luis Frost with a shooting star press. Luis Frost was really off his game, only getting a 27 in ring, but it's still a really good match. And then we follow that up with a 43 rated angle. Sono not doing well without a script, so I might script him from now on. But he challenges Luis Frost to a match at the pay-per-view. So I think what we'll do, we'll continue this storyline going into the next month as well, and then I think we'll have the big tag team title match at the next big pay. Actually, maybe we'll do it on the next show after this, after the big pay-per-view, because that is the championship show. So maybe we'll do it there. Actually, now that I think about it, and then I'll save Asono and Marco Gonzalez for the big pay-per-view. Anyway, just thinking, the ideas are starting to run through my head a little bit. Anyway, we then go into a pretty low rated match, but that's fine. We get a 37 rating. Why did we not get the gimmick? The Blue Dragon there. Yeah, this is a little bit strange. Anyway, Zelquin defeating Blue Dragon in 12:24 by submission with a magic trick. I'm pretty sure this was Blue Dragon's debut, so I don't really understand that. Anyway, doesn't matter too much. It's an okay match. And of course, Zelquin, I mean, he's got morale issues at the moment as well, so yeah, it's going to affect his match rating and his in-ring performance. Anyway, kind of just a throwaway match. But yeah, we go into our 68 rated pre-main event angle. I thought this was going to be a little bit better. But yeah, Angry Gilmore debuts, straight edge gimmick for him, getting an initial rating of great, and he improvised well throughout the segment, but of course, deserve better color commentary, and unfortunately we don't have a color commentator, so there we go. Should probably get one of those next, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, his gimmick, giving a small boost to microphone during angles, so that's pretty good. It's okay. And the main event is really bad. Why is that so bad? We only get a 56. And we have Angry Gilmore defeating James Diaz in 20 minutes and 2 seconds by pinfall with an anger management. But yeah, Gilmore only with a 47 in ring. Huh. That seems really strange. I mean, he's got 64 popularity, incredible basics in psychology. I mean, I guess maybe some of his primaries are a little bit low, but Hey, what's the dirt sheet saying? Okay, so he's been penalized for being rusty, which I didn't even realize was a thing. So that's actually pretty cool. I've never seen that before. Struggling to perform to a level worthy of a slow build. That's interesting because obviously he's got really good psychology, so that seems like a strange one. Maybe just because he's rusty, that happened as well. Maybe I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's the cause of it. Also, probably should have put him into the world title storyline, because then it wouldn't have been penalized probably. But yeah, he's also got the declining physical ability, which we obviously we knew was going to happen. Yeah, that's not a great start for him, really. And yeah, we get a 55 overall show rating, which it was looking like a really good show. I kind of thought we might get like a high 60, like a 65 or above main event for Gilmore there, but yeah, we only get a 55 overall using Luis Frost far too much, which is understandable. Probably shouldn't have put him in that extra angle there. But that's fine. I probably it wouldn't have worked either way. But yeah, we only increased popularity in 17 regions. So basically, what's happened there is we haven't gained any popularity for this show in Ontario because our popularity is 50. So we need to be getting higher rated shows basically. Otherwise, we're not going to be increasing any popularity. Now, let's go for Zelquin, Brett Kyle, and who else? Ryan Turner. There we go. So they all have morale issues. We'll praise all of them. Hopefully they'll go away. I mean, it's not too big of an issue if they don't. But hopefully that rustiness goes away. Like I said, I've never seen that before, so yeah, it's very it's a little bit strange. It's a little bit strange. I've got a pay rise request here from Stan Manor. But again, it's only a minuscule amount. Give him an extra $52 and he'll be fine. And we got Angry Gilmore with an opinion already, and he thinks Chip Martin is a star in the making, and the kid can make us some serious money in the future. Again, I mean, Chip Martin's kind of overlooked. I mean, he's got really good star quality, really good stamina, athleticism. I mean, he's okay. He's pretty good in the ring as well. Again, we'll keep him in that tag team. Anyway, viewing figures, yeah, we're down a lot. Obviously, the last show was a bit of a bomb. It tanked. It tanked. Especially in relation to the show previous before it. So, yeah, it's still 91,000 viewers. It's not too bad in the long run, anyway. All right, so yeah, size obviously no popularity in Ontario, but we didn't actually get increase there in the other two regions either. So yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. And of course, our main event for the big pay-per-view show at the end of the month, Goldstein versus Davis Wayne Newton. It's gonna rate pretty highly. So kind of expecting us to definitely get the popularity increase in Ontario for the next show. I think I might put Angry Gilmore into a tag team match. And I'm not too sure who we can partner him up with. Maybe Jack Pride. We haven't used Jack Pride this episode, so I feel like that'd almost be like a pretty good tag team together. And they're both heels, so it would definitely work. I think it's going to be beneficial either way for Jack Pride because he needs the psychology rub off, that's for sure. It's probably his biggest downfall, Jack Pride, is the fact that he just doesn't have very good psychology. All right, so let's have a look here. What do we? Another decision. Pay rise request from Leicester. He wants 170, so these are, they're starting to get up there a little bit higher now, and he gets a $75 increase. You got EMLL going in for Aztec Prince, who is unemployed. He's very talented as well. Really good star quality. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded bringing him in, but I mean, it's good to see that he's wrestling, or he's going to be wrestling again for EMLL. Oh, okay. We needed to actually give a gimmick to Blue Dragon. We could also maybe give him a... Let's give him a mask for CWC. Because his mask's only 10% prestige. But he obviously will gain more merchandise sales if he has a CWC specific mask. And I mean, 10% is really not too high anyway, so let's give him a gimmick here. Let's go a little bit creative with it. All right, let's actually have a look first at what he can play. This might be a decent idea. So plays Mysterious Occult. I think it will go with a mysterious gimmick, because I don't really want to give him a comedy gimmick. It's not really what we're about here in our company, so let's go a little bit. We'll go a little bit towards the generic side, but we'll go very creative. So let's go for Mysterious. I mean, I guess his gimmick can just be a blue dragon. I mean, blue eyes, white dragon. I don't know. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference from my childhood. I think, yeah, just a blue dragon is just going to be... It's obviously his name, but it's going to be his gimmick as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. let's just go for it. I mean, it's his name anyway, so we may as well. All right, we got Insurgency in 4 days. I'll just take a sip of water before we continue. Much better. I'm really looking forward to this this new series. I've just found all the graphics for it, and it's gonna look pretty incredible. Very incredible. Found some really nice graphics over on the Grey Dog Software forums, and yeah, like I said, really looking forward to getting this women's company up and running. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of wait until we get up to medium size with the local to global first, before it's released. Only because I want to have like differentiating content, if that makes sense. So obviously being medium with the local to global is going to be a lot different to us essentially starting back with the new women's company at insignificant size. So yeah, just want to have something that's going to be a little bit different. Anyway, Americana fully fit, so he can wrestle on the next show as well. Perfect. And yeah, let's get into it, because I got some interesting ideas. Anyway, once again, getting onto WrestleWorld. What a revelation WrestleWorld's been for us. Anyway, let's go for Taylor, and let's go for Leo Caddy. Try and get rid of these morale issues. I mean, I'm not too sure about Leo Caddy. He's actually, if I show you the creative meeting here, as you can see, Angry Gilmore up at number 1, despite that last performance. Anyway, bit of a strange one. Even in the ring, he's not too bad. He's got good brawling, good technical, somewhat decent flashiness, but I guess the athleticism, all of his physical abilities are just trash, let's be real. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one. Yeah, so what I wanted to show you, next big things, as you can see, Leo Caddy's #1. And it's, yeah, as you can see, if you read here, it would be no surprise at all if he ascended to superstardom before his career is through. Now, I don't think I've ever seen any next big thing that said superstardom. Never seen that one before. Obviously, it has a lot to do with his charisma and psychology has gone up again. Up to 95. And I believe we could probably get his star quality up a little bit as well. Kind of sucks that he's not a babyface. If he was 100% babyface, he would be a pretty good figurehead. Anyway, let's book this show. So we'll book the main event first here. Going to be the GOAT, Davis Wayne Newton. 61 popularity there. So he's actually pretty close to Gilmore. And of course, he's taken on the #1 contender. Is he here? I don't think he's here. Hold on. Yeah, he's not here. Okay. It's gonna set us back a little bit. But what we can do, we can come back from this. We can come back. We'll go with the tag team main event. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for Jack Pride. It's gonna be interesting because obviously Jack Pride and James Diaz, they're essentially tag team partners. Actually, do I want to go for Jack Pride? Maybe I don't want to go for Jack Pride in this scenario. Yeah, maybe Chamberlain would be better. He's got higher popularity, and he's obviously a lot better in the ring. Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go for Diaz and Davis Wayne Newton together on one team, and then we're going to go Chamberlain and our boy... Actually, was Chamberlain? Oh, he was US Pro. I was kind of hoping he'd be from SWF, but... Yeah, he's going to be teaming up with Angry Gilmore in this main event. I'm hoping Gilmore's going to get over his issues here. But he is going to actually get a pinfall victory on the World Champion. Yes, a pinfall victory on the World Champion. And hopefully the tag team match will sort out the 20-minute issue that Gilmore had in that last match against Diaz. Anyway, that should be a really good main event, I think. Either way. It's gonna be solid. Next match, let's go for Los Hermanos 3 taking on Young and Wasted with the tag titles on the line. Do I want to go for them? Yeah. We'll give Gonzalez the victory there. So that's a nice little win there again for our champions. Another title defense. But again, there's going to be some stuff that happens afterwards. So let's get a singles match here as well. Let's have Jack Pride. He can verse somebody. I guess maybe Americana would be a decent option. And we'll give the victory to Jack Pride. I think he's got more popularity, so it does kind of make sense. He's also got more upside to him, I guess, for the future. That can go there. Another singles match. Let's give Blue Dragon his proper debut, where he's actually going to debut his gimmick. And he can take on... Let's go Bowden Snoop. Bowden's got a bit of popularity about him, so why not? Actually used Bowden quite a bit this episode. Alright, so there's the proper debut there for Blue Dragon. And our final match, let's do a cheeky triple threat. And let's have Akinori Kwakami. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Kwakami, I guess, is the way I'm going to pronounce it. And I guess he can take on Zelquin and... Actually, not Zelquin. Let's go somebody else. Let's go Chip Martin. And Jay Silver. Why not? Actually, this match might get... yeah. I don't think the fans are going to be too happy with this match. Actually, we'll go Charlie Corner. Yeah. Chip Martin and Charlie Corner can be in there as well. And I think we'll give Charlie the victory. Okay. Tag team title match can be our storytelling. And let's do some angles. So, let's go. Angry Gilmore and Davis, I think, can be together. We'll script both of them as well. Let's also chuck in Gilmore to the title challenger storyline as well. So we get the, well, it'll be boosted by it anyway, but I guess for the future, kind of makes sense for us to put him into that fray. Would be the best way of putting it. Also remove Art Reed out of there. He's not going to be involved anytime soon. So we've got about what 5, 6 different competitors in there that are going to be sort of involved for the world title. Up next, I think let's just go a Primetime Jack Pride angle. Going to be decent, hopefully. Yeah, that'll go before his match. Then let's go, I think this can be Work the Crowd. That doesn't need an angle. And then I think let's go for Utah. And he's going to challenge Gonzalez and Ray to a match. And that is going to be for the tag team titles. So yeah, that'll be on the next show. So basically, he says if he retains, if Los Hermanos retain, he wants a title challenge. Basically, wants to be the man to take the titles off Los Hermanos. Anyway, I think that looks pretty good. Let's run with that. All right, so we started with a 30. God, we started with a 35 for our opening contest here, where we have Charlie Corner defeating Akinori Kwakwami and Chip Martin in 11:41, when Charlie Corner pinned Akinori with a corner cutter. And yeah, Akinori sustained upper back pain, chronic upper back pain, and Charlie Corner was really off his game as well. So he's already injured. First match, debut. Also, I guess we didn't give him a gimmick either. A little bit frustrating, but it's fine. We can redo it, I guess, after. We then go into a 34 rated match where we have Bowden Snoop defeating Blue Dragon in 12:29 by pinfall with a Snoop Dogg. Blue Dragon debuting his Blue Dragon gimmick, getting an initial rating of very good. So that creative gimmick did pretty well. And yeah, he's got some positives here, one negative. But it's a marketable gimmick, so more merchandise, which is perfect. Because obviously he wears a mask. And we also gave him the CWC specific mask. Losses do not do damage to popularity as much as usual. It gives a small boost to star quality during matches and angles. And then the penalty, he loses a little bit of microphone skill during angles. So that's not too bad. That's actually really good. Alright, so we then go into a 55 rated angle with Osono struggling off script as well. And he basically, challenges Los Hermanos 3, the current tag team champions, to a title match on the next show if they are to retain in their match up next. The match also getting us a 55 rating there as well. And we do have Los Hermanos 3 defeating Young and Wasted in 12:11. When Marco Gonzalez pinned Taylor Norton with a DDT, and Los Hermanos making defense number 5 of the CWC Coalition Tag Team titles. Yeah, that's an interesting thing to see there. Both members of Los Hermanos were really off their game. Both Marco and Ray. And Marco also has a gimmick that's getting stale, so we're going to need to change that. Anyway, we then move into a 61 rated angle from Primetime Jack Pride, doing absolute work on the microphone. Kind of just sucks about his in-ring ability, I guess, but in a decent match, yeah, 43 is pretty good for Jack Pride, and he defeats Americana, returning from injury there, in 12:26 by pinfall with a Pride fall, actually outperforming Americana in the ring. Very interesting. Alright, we then move into a 74 rated angle between Angry Gilmore and Davis Wayne Newton. And basically, Gilmore says that he is going to pin the world champion in the tag team match tonight. And he wants a shot. He says, Goldstein's not around. You were supposed to defend the title tonight, but you were a bit of a coward. You know, Gilmore just coming up with whatever he can sort of think of to get under the skin of Davis. And Davis says, you know, if you're able to beat me, I'll give you a title shot. It's as simple as that. And then we go into the main event. That's much better. Much, much better. We get a 70 rated main event here. We have Angry Gilmore and Malik Chamberlain defeating Davis Wayne Newton and James Diaz in 1954. And Angry Gilmore pinned Davis Wayne Newton with an anger management. And yeah, Davis head and shoulders above everybody else. Angry Gilmore with a 49. It's still really bad. But then again, we have Davis getting a 78. Yeah, what? I mean, he must still be getting the same penalties. Yeah, he's still getting the same penalties, being rusty and then struggling to perform to a level worthy of a slow build. Alright, I'm kind of wondering. He also got penalised for inconsistency this time as well. I'm kind of wondering if maybe we should do like a 12-minute match. So it's not slow. Maybe 15. We'll go 15 minutes. Maybe 16, actually. It kind of depends on his stamina, but if we don't do a slow build, it might be fine. And that penalty would disappear. That could be an interesting test. But I really don't like this rusty thing. How long is that going to take to go away? That's interesting. Anyway, it's a really good main event, which means it's going to be a really good show. There we go. We get another 65 rated show for this episode. And of course, this is going to be the last show of the episode as well. Yeah, as you can see, increase in popularity in all 18 regions that we're broadcasted on. So we get the increase in Ontario. Once again, let's go for Brett Kyle. Let's go for... I don't know, actually. Who else? I don't think Americana has any issues, actually. But I'll praise him anyway, because he did pick up that injury. And then finally, let's go for Chamberlain. I mean, he was involved in the main event as well. Hopefully a little bit of praise might actually have him like me a little bit more. So he'll start to take a few more losses, perhaps. I mean, that might be wishful thinking, I guess, but either way, it's kind of a good thing to at least try. Alex Winters, okay. His contract's running out with CWA, but they are gonna offer him another deal, 22,000. So, yeah, the 24-year-old not going to be coming to us. It's pretty incredible. Let's be real. For a 24-year-old, he looks top quality. He really does. 59 popularity there in Canada as well. And we actually broke over 100. We've actually got our highest ever viewer amount. Just under 104,000 viewers for Insurgency. Ooh. Yeah, Akinori, his injury was from a botched move from Charlie Corner. So that's going to be some more issues there. Some more simmering tension, probably. Yes, it is indeed some simmering tension between the two. That's not good. Also now a mildly negative influence because of his, probably got morale issues. They both do. Perfect. Okay. How long's his injury for? 2 months. Okay. I mean, I just brought him in. I may as well just get rid of him, to be honest. Let me have a look at him. Do I really want him around? I mean, I kind of do. I don't know. I might just get rid of him, to be honest. I don't really feel the need to have him around if he's not going to be performing and he's already got morale issues and he's already got simmering tension. It almost just seems better to just let him go and essentially just replace him with somebody else. I don't know. I think we'll probably do that in the next episode. Anyway, I just want to advance and see how much money we actually made for the month of September. Like I said, I was guessing about 160, maybe 170,000. That would be pretty incredible. So let's have a look. 181,000. We're up 60 grand from the last month. Absolutely incredible. Let's have a look at merchandise as well. So we're up to 80%. We're getting pretty close to level 4 there. And at this rate, we may as well just keep increasing it until we can no longer do that. Anyway, there we go. We got up to 51 popularity. 8 points away in Ontario. Yes. Come on. We're getting close. We're really getting close to medium. 28 popularity in Quebec and 28 in Manitoba. So we got some increases there as well. As you can see, September, we started off at 25. We gained 3 points in every region there. So that's pretty decent. Well, except for the Maritimes, but the less said about the Maritimes, the better. Also got a pay rise request from Rock and Ryan Turner, but he only wants 110. So that's perfect. But that is both members of Rock City Stars that now have both asked for pay rises as well. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for the episode, guys. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Much appreciated. You guys, the support is still outstanding. I mean, just a round of applause for you guys. I really do appreciate the support. And of course, all the comments as well. I really do. I really enjoy just listening to you guys. Tell me what the guys that are doing local to globals as well. I really enjoy you guys just letting me know what's happening. And I'm just enjoying playing this series, man. It's really fun. Now, I did kind of say a couple of episodes that I was going to make it daily, but at this stage, I can't make it daily. I just can't do it. I don't have the time. I'm very busy at the moment as well. But yeah, still finding time to play, which is great. Anyways, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, guys. And of course, click the notification bell and turn that on. And yeah, apart from that, as always, take it easy and goodbye.